Good morning. Today is October 9th, 2019, Math 8. And today we're going to be starting with the will it work lesson. We're trying to start solving equations. So what's the learning goal? Let's start this whole thing again. Sam, what's the learning goal?
I can solve linear equations in one variable.
And then would you like to do the y?
Yeah. Math has its own language and rules. By solving equations, I can learn the language of math and how it works.
Excellent. So my first question is this. What does it mean to be a solution? What does it mean to be a solution? Griffin.
If I plug it in, it means it will work.
Excellent. As you were walking in today, I was holding up this poster. A solution mathematically means that if I plug it in, it will work. So when I look at an equation, I can solve it, but I can check the solution by plugging it in to see if it works. Other people say, I ask, what's the solution? They say, it's the answer. And I say, what's the answer? Well, it's the solution. Well, what's the solution? No, we can't get into this circle. The solution means if I plug it in, it will work. So here is an equation. Actually, in our notes, what does it mean to be a solution? If you plug it in, it will work. I want those two sentences in your notes. What does it mean to be a solution? If you plug it in, it will work. I need those two sentences in your notes. Looking at this little equation, raising a hand, what is the solution to this? What is the solution? Lorena?
Plug 6 in.
Just tell me, what is the solution?
The solution is if you plug it in.
That's what it means to be the solution, but what is the solution here? You've got it. You already said it. The solution is 6. How do I know it's the solution?
You plug it in.
If I plug it in, it works. Let's see, does it work if I put a 6 here? 6 plus 10,
16.
it works. 6 is the solution. Is 5 the solution to this? Raising a hand. Is 5 the solution? Dakota?
No.
How do you know?
Because 5 minus 2 is 2.
Perfect. I plugged it in and it didn't work. 5 minus 2, it's not 7. It doesn't work. You get the next one, Andrew. Is negative 7 the solution to this?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because negative 7 times.
This is how you're going to say it. Because I plug it in and
It worked.
it worked. Okay. 3 times negative 7, negative. It worked. I plugged it in and it worked. What's the next one? You haven't even seen it yet. Bot, you've got it. Is 12 the solution to this, Bot?
Yeah.
How do you know? And she plugged it in and it works? Well, I'm going to see. 12 divided by 3 is plus 12. Did it work?
Yes.
It worked. She plugged it in and it worked. You got this one, Mike. Is 13 a solution to this?
No, it does not. If you plug it in, it does not.
You prove to me. You plug it in and show me it doesn't work.
13 plus 3 equals 16. 16 divided by 2, divided by 8 would be 2, and it's saying it equals 3. So
Right. This equals 2, not 3. It does not work. How do you know it doesn't work?
Because we plugged it in and it didn't work.
It didn't work. Is negative 3 the solution to this? I'm going to call on Ava if she's willing to let me call on her. You will? Okay. Is negative 3 the solution?
No.
No. How do you know?
Because I plugged it in and it didn't work.
Okay. Now, you prove to me that it doesn't work.
7 times negative 3 would be 12.
Okay. This is what you have right now.
Oh, wait, no.
It would work?
Yeah.
It would work because this is -9, isn't it? It makes me think of a song. Does it make you think of a song?
Same sign.
Add and keep different signs, subtract. Keep the sign a higher number than you are exact. Everyone should be singing. Okay, this time we're going to sing the first part of it quietly because that's the part we don't care about. And then we'll sing the other part better. So ready? We start.
Different sign, subtract.
Oh, stop. Different sign, subtract. Subtract the two numbers. 9. Keep the sign of the higher number, -9. Cowan would be proud of you, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Actually, I have a poster for that. Let's get the poster up here.
Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the higher number than you are exact.
That's a worn out one.
Same sign.
Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the higher number than you are
Exact.
Eight.
Good. Another one. Is 10 a solution to this? 10. Show me with your head, like either. Sophia, what do you say? She says no. How do you know? Or why do you say no? She says if you plug it in, it doesn't work. Let's see. 10 minus 5 is 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Didn't work. All right. We're now going to jump into another lesson.
Whoa.
Which is one-step equation. It is this guy right here.
A harpsichord.
Do we start a new page?
You can do it on the same page.
Okay.
Actually, keep it on the same page. So now we're going into one-step equations. It's the same learning goal, so I'm not going to do it. What do you know about equations? And I have the thinking map logo, which means we're going to do a thinking map. So what do you know about equations? What thinking map, raising a hand, what thinking map should I use here? Sam?
Circle.
Circle map. We'll use circle map. Everything about equations. What do you know about equations? Circle map it. Take up the rest of your page.
Oh,
Circle mapping. What do you know about equations? So what do you know? Hey. All right. Nathan? Nate, what do you got?
An equation is two numbers that are added or more, that are added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided to get a solution.
All right, so we got plus, minus, multiplication, divide, solution. I have to paraphrase stuff. What do you got, Mike?
A mathematical problem.
Math. What do you got for me? What do you got, Dakota? Solutions. Got solution there. What do you got, Maddie?
Solve for an
X. So with that X thing, what do you got?
Yeah, I have variables.
Variable. I like that word a lot. Variable. Sam?
They have to have an equal sign in order.
Equal sign. Must have an equal sign. You have to have without an equal sign, it's not an equation. It's something else. Cameron?
They may or may not help us in the real world depending on our preference of occupation, which we choose to go into.
So I'm going to disagree with that slightly. That the skill set you learn by using equations will help you regardless of if you use equations or not.
Or in school, yeah.
It's like just general mental abilities are going to be helpful, and this is just this is like working out. It's brain aerobics.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Problems that can be solved using numbers and letters.
Okay, numbers and letters. What do we call those letters?
Variables.
Variables. All right. Yes, Gianna.
There are endless possibilities to write them.
So there are lots of them.
Yeah.
There we go. Bot. You can have equations with all variables. So yeah, but up there frequently are constants. That would be the numbers. Mike, you've already had one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Cameron, my last one.
The solution can be what, infinite or none?
Yeah, they're actually, you can have no solutions to these or infinite solutions. We're going to be looking at, we already did what it means to be a solution, plug it in, it will work. So we're going to be looking at the rainbow poster. Here we go. We're going to look at 4 different types of things today. I'm going to call this the math rainbow, and we're going to put this into the notes.
I don't have any room.
You don't have any room. Okay. Can you fix that?
Right here.
No, please don't take notes in the margins. If you're out of space on that page, what can you do? Go to the next page. Math rainbow. You can add to both sides. I can subtract from both sides. I can multiply both sides. I can divide both sides. Those are the 4 things you're going to be doing today. Get those 4 into your notes. An equation is like a balance scale. If I have 5 pounds on this side, I have to have 5 pounds on this side. It's in balance. If I add 5 more pounds to this side, what do I have to do to this side? Add 5 more pounds. Add to both sides. If I take 2 pounds off of this side, what do I have to do here? Take 2 pounds off of that side. That's subtracting from both sides. If I double the amount of weight on both sides, on this side, what do I have to do over here? Double it. That's multiplying both sides. If I half the weight on this side and half the weight, what do I have to do over here? Half, that's dividing both sides by 2. Whatever I do, if I triple the weight over here, triple the weight over there. I have to do it to both sides. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do the other side. We're going to do 4 equations right now. Following this method right here. This is going to look a lot like what Mrs. Cowan did with you last year. Here's our first equation. X plus 8 equals 24. In your notes. No creativity, no freedom. You write it just like I write it. Math is a language, and there's a correct way to do it and to write it, just like English, just like Spanish. First thing, draw the wall. Step number 1, draw the wall. Here we go. Here's my wall. Step 2, who is the variable? Who is the variable?
X.
X. Raising hand. Step 3, who is bugging the variable?
8.
8. Notice the 24 is on the other side of the wall.
There's nothing.
Yeah, he's not bugging him. You're on the other side of the wall. What is the 8 trying to do to the X?
Add
No, raising hands. Cameron?
He's trying to add it.
Trying to add it. How do I fight addition? How do I fight addition? Subtraction. Now it's time for the rainbow poster. Using precise language, what would you like to do?
I would like to subtract both sides by 8.
I understand what you're saying, but I want your language to be exact and precise. Narena?
Subtract 8 from both sides.
Subtract 8 from both sides.
Oh yeah.
Our language is like a scalpel. We're going to get right to the point. We're not hacking away with a machete. We're right there. Rainbow poster, precise, exact language. Now we hack away. What is this?
Red marker of death and destruction.
Red marker of death and destruction. I'm going to destroy.
No.
Get up here. Good luck.
Thanos snapped in the leg.
Here it goes.
Destroy 9. And then 16.
Oh, oh. Too much. The red marker only does one thing, and it destroys.
Not.
It doesn't do work, it destroys. But it's not done destroying. There it is. That's the red marker of death and destruction. That's all the red marker does. Now, I finish off the problem. So what am I left with? X equals?
16.
Is that the solution?
Yes.
Mike, how do you know it's the solution?
Because if you put it in, it works.
Let's see, does it work? 16 plus 8 equals 24, it works. Cameron.
You should have a green marker for life and construction.
It's a green marker of envy.
What about the blue?
All my markers are really like negative.
Ah.
The black marker of despair,
Sadness.
Depression.
sadness.
What about blue?
Blue is the
No,
marker.
blue is
Water.
The blue marker.
the blue is despair.
Grounding.
Blue marker of despair.
Oh,
No,
because
this
you're
is
feeling the
very-
blues.
The blue marker of sadness.
sadness.
The blues.
Cause that was
Blue marker of sloth.
Destroy. Can't you just subtract 24 by 8 and get 16?
Mr. Bond.
Can't I just subtract 24 by 8?
What is
So
it?
that doesn't,
From
I don't know what that means. I can subtract 8 from 24. But also recognize, so we're trying to get our language just super precise. 2, I'm setting you up to solve complex equations. So we start with the simple ones, but you've got to do it the method. Because when they get complex, if you don't have a method, you're going to be lost. Here's our next one. Negative 5x equals negative 45. You know what? I'm just going to start snaking up and down the rows. Andrew, what would you like to do first?
Oh, what are we doing first? Draw the wall.
Draw the wall, perfect.
It's a big wall.
Sophia, who is the variable? Ganter, who is bugging the x?
5. Wait.
What you have? So there's actually not a 5 up there.
Oh.
Dakota, who's bugging the variable? -5. -5 is very different from a 5. It's the opposite of 5. What is that -5 doing, Eli? Sorry. It's trying to multiply it. How do you fight? Eva. How do I fight multiplication?
Oh, you divide.
Division. Put it together for me, Sam. Rainbow poster,
So.
which is also right there in front of you on your screen.
And I'm trying to remember.
So what we have so far
Oh,
is
wait.
-5 and division.
Divided both sides by -5.
Dividing both sides by -5. Red marker of death and destruction. You got this. Beautiful. What am I left with, Mark?
You're left with -45 divided by -5.
X equals -45 divided by -5, which is
9 or no? Yeah, 9.
Yes or no, Mark?
Yes.
Is this the solution? Gianna, is this the solution?
Should it be negative?
Why do you think it should be a negative?
Because it's -45 divided. Oh, yeah. It's -45 divided by -5.
Which would give you
9.
positive or negative?
I'm not sure.
Brayden, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. So we have the 9. But going back to Gianna, is this the solution?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I plugged it in.
And
And
did it
it
work?
works, yeah.
Let's see, does it work? -5 times 9 is -45. It worked.
Yes.
Scrabble.
Scrabble.
If you're going to say Yahtzee, I'm going to say Scrabble.
Oh.
Chess. Are we just naming games?
Uno.
Mousetrap.
Monopoly.
League of Legends.
Battleship.
X over 2 equals 21. Off to the side. Put fractions in parentheses. Got that written down? Put fractions in parentheses.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Brayden, what would you like to do first?
Draw a wall.
Draw on the wall. Mike, who's the variable?
X.
Who's bugging the x? Norena.
2.
What's the 2 trying to do, Cameron?
Divide it.
Divide it. How do I find division? Give me a rainbow poster, Cameron.
Can you repeat what you said? I didn't.
Got it. So we just went through all of this. Up here. Who's the variable, Cameron?
X.
Who's bugging it?
The 2.
What's the 2 trying to do? What's the 2 trying to do?
It's trying to divide.
How do you fight division?
We have to multiply.
Good. Give me the rainbow poster. I would like to
I would like to multiply both sides
multiply both sides by what?
by
Multiply both sides by 2. So why did I put parentheses up there?
Oh,
Ooh. Griffin.
or you can parentheses around it so you can multiply.
Okay, putting parentheses around it so I can multiply it. Why am I putting parentheses up there?
Because, what was it? When something's a fraction, you're usually dividing two numbers.
Why am I putting parentheses up there?
This can be dealt with first.
Why am I putting... What if I don't have parentheses up there? What is this going to look like without parentheses?
200 times 2.
212. Oh, but Mr. Barr, okay, I'm going to put an X up here instead. Well, now it looks like there's a... Is it another variable? Oh, okay, no. I'm going to put a dot there instead.
Looks like a point.
Now it looks like a decimal. I put the parentheses here for clarity.
I was gonna say because it's a whole number.
Because otherwise, my work's going to start getting really confusing. Okay, I feel like it is time for Marvin. Red marker of death instruction.
I thought you'd never ask.
Here. Can you destroy? Yep, that's good.
I thought I couldn't get it wrong.
Talitha, what am I left with? And what is this? A 21 and a 2.
21 times.
Which is? Griffin, is 42 the solution?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I plugged it in and it worked.
Let's see. 42 divided by 2 is 21. It worked. Okay, bot. We've got one more. And then we play equation knockout.
Whoa, that sounds fun. Knockout's
Life
fun.
expectancy's been replaced with
I will
three.
knock the person out.
Griffin, what do you want to do first?
Oh, what's wrong?
What?
Bots, who's the variable? Who's bugging the x? 6. What's the 6 trying to do?
It's trying to subtract.
Subtract. How do I fight subtraction, Andrew?
With addition.
Addition. Give me the rainbow poster, Sophia. Adding 6 to both sides, plus 6, plus 6. Dakota, red marker of death and destruction? It's an honor. So far. Gotta keep going. Keep going. Destroyed. You destroyed the 6s. Good job. What am I left with? Yanta. X equals?
X equals 6.
17 plus 6?
17 plus 6 is
23. Is that the solution, Eli?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because the plugin doesn't work.
We'll see. 23 minus 6 is 17. It worked. One step knockout. Here's how it works. You're just going to give me the rainbow poster for this. I just talked to Ganter. It's to Eva. What do you want to do? I would like to subtract 3 from both sides. Maddie, what would you like to do?
Add 8 both sides.
Good. Add 8 to both sides. What would you like to do? Sam.
Divide 3 by both sides.
I know what you just said. I understand it. Fix the grammar. With me and my wife went to the movies. That's wrong, right?
My wife and I like to do.
Right. Fix the grammar.
Divide.
What would you like to do?
Oh. Divide both sides by 3.
You got to divide both sides by 3. Paulette, what would you like to do?
I would like to subtract both sides by
Who's the variable?
X.
Who's bugging the x?
10.
What's the 10 trying to do? So how do you find it in adding 10?
Subtracting 10.
Good. So now give me the sentence. I would like to
I would like to subtract 10 by both sides.
fix the grammar.
Subtract 10 by both sides.
rainbow poster, not by. I don't subtract by. I multiply by, but I don't subtract by.
Subtract 10 from both sides.
Subtract 10 from both sides. Mark, what would you like to do?
I'd like to multiply 9 by both sides.
Fix the grammar.
I'd like to multiply both sides by 9.
Good. What would you like to do, Gianna?
Multiply -3 on both sides.
Fix the grammar.
Multiply both sides by negative.
Multiply both sides by -3. Brayden, what would you like to do?
I would like to divide both sides by 1.5.
Good. Mike, what would you like to do?
I would like to subtract both sides by 63.
Fix the grammar.
Subtract 63 from both sides.
Good. Lorena, what would you like to do?
I would like to divide both sides by 9.
Good. Brooke, what would you like to do?
I would like to multiply both sides by 6.
Perfect. Cameron, what would you like to do?
I'd like to
So, I know I've got two cameras right next to them, but we're kind of going in order here.
I'd like to add 88 to both sides.
Good. Cameron, what would you like to do?
I'd like to divide both sides by 6.
Good. That's my last one. Start on homework. They're 2 IXLs. 10 minutes on each, or get them to a 50. That's, I think that's what the instructions say. Well, or 100. Minimum is a 50.
Minimum.
And it has to be 10 minutes. So 10 minutes and 50, not 10 minutes or 50.